It's an NFC South showdown. New Orleans is looking for its 7th straight regular season win against Tampa. It's the Saints and the Bucs, and it's Sunday night.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First drive coming up here for this New Orleans Saints offense. And leading him out at quarterback here in 2021 in his 7th NFL season is Jameis Winston.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss. Okay, and he did say.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rolling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. That is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Well, when it comes to throwing the deep ball, no one has ever questioned the arm strength of Jameis Winston. And this is a beautiful throw right here.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, Winston. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Again, it's Winston. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. David Onyemata in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Brady. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Well, I mean, Mike Evans, he's been an elite receiver for some time now, and part of that, Charles, certainly what he can do once the ball is in his hands.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Winston throw complete there to Thomas.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
From the 45 on second down. Winston going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ndamukong Suh has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Marquez Callaway deep for New Orleans.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game.
The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm, he may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 58 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air, or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On third down, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
On fourth down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin.
As he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Brady now on first down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Now Brady again.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Here's Brady. And oh, what a catch! And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Sometimes it's a quarterback making a great throw, and sometimes it's a receiver just making an incredible catch, and there it was really the latter.
And the quarterback is so happy because the receiver, in a sense, bailed him out. Great job going and getting the football and creating 6 points for his team.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that makes it a 21-10 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Here comes Montgomery now to return it.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Winston.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Winston to give. It's Kamara. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing, Winston.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
Pitch and catch there good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Jameis to throw it. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown.
Marquez Callaway.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a give to Fournette. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, 66, go bandit.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Brady now to throw. Evans has it left side.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete.
And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. To throw is Brady. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass in his first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Yeah, he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Succop for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive goes 75 yards, 2 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up on Levante Davis. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Brady now on first down. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Brady, and this is caught by Evans. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, this nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. To Evans on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Back to throw. Brady. Under pressure, they got him again. David Onyemata racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down throw for Winston.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 39, Winston out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Winston. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. They'll run it again with Fournette, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing now is Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are right back in this football game. And this deep, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
From the gun, Winston. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston into the hands of his receiver, Humphrey. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Jameis to throw it. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running for it, Montgomery. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ty Montgomery unable to get to the marker. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free. But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point put through by Suckham, and the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. First down, Winston. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Winston. It's caught. Smith.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Jameis again. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. To throw is Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. And the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback. Keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Buccaneers, they continue to roll as